Coming up next on BBC Two, it's the BradWOTO stream. But first, it's time for What's in the Lunchbox?
Let's see if you can guess what I've placed into the lunchbox today. It's big. It's heavy. What in there? What is in there? Is it a slice of baguette with a cheese inside toasted? Big boy cookie. A peeled nectarine. An Anakin Skywalker action figure. A stapler. Could it be Big Pig in there? Could it be a big patat? What else could be in there? I'll take one last guess. Do you have a guess? No one has a guess. A tuna fish. Isn't it funny how you can be like, think of something, anything, and immediately you can't. Dude, there's nothing worse than when someone's like, say anything, and you're like, you can't do it. You know? You can think and say, it doesn't matter what it is. It has no it doesn't matter what is it. Can't say it, no idea. Name something blue. A grass! Nope. Try again. Something. Name something blue. The Japanese flag. Nope. Name anything. Just name any one thing that's blue. Red. Hi Brad, I can't stay or we'll be lurking. Alright, well thanks for letting me know, April. I didn't... Can I throw my subs now? Oh, I see. Yeah, you can. It is counted. Let me see. There it is. I thought you were just coming in here. You opened the stream to be like, hey, I'm not actually going to watch this. See ya. Oh my god, that would have been so good. So stupid. Yeah, I fixed it a little while ago. Jesus Christ. Wait, you're anonymous? This whole time it was you. You are anonymous. Claiming... April will be claiming all of the anonymous everythings from now on. Damn, 25 though. Thank you, April. Insane amount of money. Jesus Christ. All right, 2 wheel spins from April. I mean, from Anonymous. You have a wonderful day, whatever you're doing. Hopefully it's teleport again. I hope it's not. If it's teleport, guess what? It doesn't work. If it's teleport, guess what? It doesn't work. Why? Because I haven't had enough time to prep an entire world. But I have prepped something for you. Ooh. You think it's a stapler in there? That'd be stupid. It was obviously an iPad. Idiots. What are you? What are you, idiots? Anyway, see ya. I got my 25 subs. I'm out. Peace. That's not heavy. It's heavier than like a pen or whatever's normally in the fucking box. That's what I meant. Also, it's heavy for me. I've got little arms. Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. It's a Sunday morning and I've got a headache! Woo! And I'm happy about it. You might whisper to yourselves quietly in the dark of the night, Bradley, why do you have a headache? You might whisper that to yourself in the quiet corners of the room that you're currently imprisoned in, because I'm assuming all of you aren't allowed outside with other members of society. Well, I went to a party last night for my friend Chris. It was his birthday. And you should have had paracetamol. Well, I've already had an Advil. Oh wait, you're Italian, so maybe Nurofen works for you. I don't know what you call it. What do you call ibuprofen in Czechia? Don't know what I was saying. Oh yeah, so I went out. I went to a party. I went to my friend's party last night. Now you might be thinking, oh, you have a headache because you're hungover. No, I had 2 beers and they were Bud Light, so I had no beers. But what I didn't do was eat any food, so just became so unbelievably hungry. I was so hungry. I got up yesterday and I did a workout. I really have been trying to work out hard as well. He gets hard, baby. And so I literally just, I get so hungry. It's crazy. And I ate a decent amount of food before I left, but I started to get so hungry once we got there, and I was just so hungry. Anyway, I didn't get home until like 11 or something. Left kind of early. Got home at 11 and didn't eat any more food. Didn't eat till this morning. So woke up this morning with a killer headache. So loving it. Just absolutely the best. Also going outside and going to a party where everyone is speaking at maximum level and there are 1,000 people around you. For me now at my age, and also the fact that I'm completely, unbelievably so. What is it called? Agoraphobic, whatever, where you just stay indoors all day. I don't interact with more than 3 people at once. If I interact with more than, and the only time I ever interact with more than 3 people at once is because it's my mum and my sister's kids, and honestly, it's like being at a party with 50 people talking at the loudest level when you're around those kids. But so loud, so overwhelming, so overstimulating, brain crushed, dead. Yeah, I woke up with a headache. I have a lovely headache this morning, which I've really been enjoying so far. I've taken some paracetamol. Well, it wasn't paracetamol, was it in Czechia? What was it? Moment. I've taken some Moment, and sounds like something you'd buy for like a sex product, you know? I've taken some Moment, like a little blue pill. And you know what I mean? Be in the moment. Be in her. Be in the moment. Be in her. Be in the moment. Little blue pill. Oh God, I fucking. By the way, you guys don't understand. I have a diploma in advertising. Used it just then. Smashed it. Would have been so unbelievably good. If I could be more of a sociopath, I would have been so rich. It's absolutely unreal. I have come up with a new way to make more money on Sundays, and I'm going to get into that in a minute. So I hope you brought your purses. I hope you brought your coin purses with you. So yeah, I took some Nurofen, which is Advil for Americans, and we have until it wears off to play D&D today. It's one of those streams where I feel fine right now, but the moment it starts wearing off, I'm going to go like this.
Yeah, I don't care anymore. You kill it. Alright, I have 100 XP and fucking leave me alone.
That's what we're doing. I would have gone were it not for surgery recovery. You're still recovering from your surgery, but you were literally running a marathon the next day or whatever. What's happening here, Tom Bacons? What's the deal? When was it? It was... I have no sense of time. Was it last week or this week? Good God. What year is it? Moment is a brand of glue around here. Damn. Be in the moment. I can sit down and play a game. Going to a party is still a little too much. Yeah, fair enough. When was it though? I feel like surgery, minor surgeries is 2 weeks before you're properly doing stuff. Depending on obviously if it's your leg or something, probably different. I think I have to go and get a knee thing done. I'm taking the whole week off. I'm not doing what Tom does. Hey, in a few months, I'm going to get a surgery on my knee. And I'm taking minimum 1 whole week. And that includes D&D. I'm not doing the thing that all these other streamers do where they drag themselves to the computer to do a stream. No. You know what scares me about this is so like... You know what scares me about getting surgeries is they always give you like codeine and stuff, which for me is just straight up a relapse. I just relapse on drugs for a week. It's horrific. And yeah. But then Tom is neurotypical. He doesn't have literally, he doesn't have anything. He doesn't even have basic anxiety like a standard mid-30s neurotic. I will be fucked up. I will be absolutely fucked up that entire time, and I will need to be left the fuck alone, potentially for up to a month. Because I will need to be left alone for 2 weeks before it, because my anxiety will skyrocket into oblivion. And I will not be a human being for 2 weeks as the build-up kicks in. Because that will be worse. Then I'll have to get it done, and I'll have a few days where I'll be like, because everyone's always, you're always like, all right, after a surgery, And then I'm going to be sitting down over there. And I'm not going to move for a week. I'm also like hyper psycho about like when I have an injury or whatever, I obsess with it. And I put my leg at the most perfect angle and then don't move until it's healed. Do you know what I mean? I don't do the thing where like, yeah, I think I can manage. I can manage. I don't want to. I want it to heal quicker. If I do not move my entire body, it will heal quicker. That's basically my theory. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know anything about it, by the way. They haven't told me. I don't know. I haven't done any of the process properly yet. I went to the doctor to ask them about my eyeball and came away with 3 hospital appointments. And how many of them were for the eyeball? None of them. It's crazy how much my body is fucking failing me. Anyway, I'm not talking about it. The reason I've not been speaking about it is that I don't want to speak about it with you because you people will bring it up every single day and I don't want to talk about it ever. I haven't told anyone in my life about any of it. I just say, yeah, I got a couple of hospital visits and my body's not working that well. Because otherwise, if I fucking tell my mum, oh yeah, I've got this thing, it's August the 15th. Every day for the next fucking 3 months or 4 months or whatever, she will be like,
when is your hospital appointment? Do you need help getting there? Would you like to stay at mine? When is
the next day?
When's your don't forget, when you go to the hospital, you gotta make sure you bring your blah blah blah.
You know.
Have you got the right clothes and stuff? Do you need anything? Should we bring a bag for you?
And it's every day, so it just means I get like re-triggered because I go like this. I have a hospital appointment when? August 15th. Okay. subconscious brain goes like this.
Okay, we're reaching maximum altitude, and we're gonna hit this button here. And we're locking in, and we're not gonna stop thinking about this until August 15th. It is going to be the one and only thing we think about until August 15th. It's going to be in every single dream, every quiet moment that you're alone, and every single goddamn time you close your eyes, even to blink, you're going to see whatever your greatest fear about the hospital is. Okay, this is your subconscious signing off.
Right? That's what my subconscious does. But my what's it called? Top conscious. My top conscious goes like this, not thinking about it. My top conscious goes like this. My up floor doesn't, and I don't think about it again until it's the day. And that's the trade-off. My subconscious will latch onto it, so it just begins tormenting me. Like, it just goes over and over until I go fucking crazy and cancel the appointment. That's what happens every single time. Every time I've ever needed a surgery, I just get to the point where I'm about to have the surgery and then cancel it 2 weeks before because I'm going absolutely nuts and I can't take it. Because my subconscious is... if anyone has real OCD, oh, you tidy, real OCD, you know the torment that can be wrought. So I don't tell anyone, because then that way I'm in control of how many times I hear about it. It means the only people that can remind me of it is me, my subconscious, and when they send me a letter or something, which I also hate so much. Sometimes I don't even check my mailbox in case there's a letter in there I don't want to see. And I walk past it and I go, I'll check it tomorrow. I don't think I can handle it today. If there's something in, what if there's something in there? It's like if there's it's like being a baby and there's a monster in the dark under the bed. And I go, well, I won't check it now. I'll wait till I'm mentally strong enough to check it. That's how much of a fucking pussy I am.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
So anyway, I have so many hospital appointments. It's absolutely hilarious. What's so annoying about it is the hospital is so annoying to get to here where I live currently, and I hate it so much. Why is it so difficult to get to? And I can't wait to move town. I love my apartment. I love my apartment and I love my view. I love that I have no fucking neighbors right now. I love that I've really had no problems in it whatsoever. But I really fucking hate the town I live in and I cannot wait to go to another one. I really hope that there is a good hospital near there. There won't be. I think I'm going to move to the middle of nowhere. I cancelled the surgery last week for all these reasons. Oh god, it's so annoying, right? And then you're like, god damn it, because you still worry about it, because you know you're still going to get it done eventually. So it doesn't go away. It's like, why can't I just fucking... I'm serious when I say my dream, if I could fucking cast a spell of some kind, my dream is that I book in an appointment or something, right? I book in for a surgery or any sort of intense medical procedure, right? I book in for it. And then they go like this, look directly into the white light, and they normalize me, and I forget that I've booked the fucking thing. And then 5 minutes before the surgery, no matter where I am or what I'm doing, I'm walking down the street and a van pulls up next to me and dudes jump out, grab me, throw me into the back of the van, stick the fucking thing in my hand, and I'm like, and I go, and then I go like this. And I've woken up and they've done the surgery on me. I swear to God, that sounds like traumatic and scary. That would be my ideal way of getting a surgery, because it's the ruminating on it and the worrying about it and the thinking about it and the because my brain wants to over prep and stuff. And it's like, oh, well, I'm gonna make sure I get that done. I make sure, and this as well. And oh, what if this happens? And what if that happens? And what if I go to like I can't stand it? And I go fucking crazy. I go crazy, and it also just starts like tearing me down. It starts just like weakening me. Like I can feel the supports on my brain weakening because it's eroding away. It's like bleeding into my everyday life because it's just like, oh, just as you get closer, you lose an extra hour of sleep here and there because you're worried about this thing and your anxieties are creeping up. And because your anxiety is creeping up, you're not quite thinking as straight. So you're not really able to. I can't function as like perfectly. I can't do this as much. I haven't got as much, you know. And I'm tired, a bit more tired every day. And I'm sort of, and it all starts to fucking compound on itself until I'm just a fucking shaking wreck. And I'm destroyed from the inside out. The anxiety has destroyed me. And I'm like, I have to get it, Spider-Man and Venom, just get it off of me, get the anxiety. I don't care. I don't even care. I don't care anymore if it kills me. I don't want to. I'm cancel the surgery. And then I got like this. Hey, I have this fucking whatever reason. I'm canceling it. I can't do it. Or whatever. Anyway, yep, I've cancelled it. Cool. That's cancelled. Okay, great. And I got like this. Oh, happy days. And I feel so good inside. Oh, happy days. Hallelujah. I'm singing like that, walking around the apartment immediately within 20 minutes of the phone call. It's crazy how it sheds off of me and I'm immediately healed. Oh, it's so annoying. And it's just the most annoying thing because there's literally no way around it. I can't get someone else to do all this stuff for me and then be like, hey, you know, if I could, I'd literally be like, Mum, book me a bunch of appointments for a surgery. I need to not be told anything about it. And then she just shows up the day before and is like, hey, by the way, pack a bag. And then I have to go... And then I go into a full-blown psychotic panic attack for one evening, which I can take propranolol up. I don't know what happens if you take propranolol and then go for a surgery. We're gonna find out. And go in and have it done. Like after surgery, I don't have any anxiety. I just hate suffering. I hate suffering. I hate sitting there with a fucking bit of you that's been chopped off, or you know, and you're just sitting around like and it's the day of, you're just high off your mind, falling asleep everywhere. You feel like you're awake and you feel like you're conscious, and then 3 days later you realize you don't remember anything from that day, and then someone else is like, you slept for 18 hours, and you're like, what the fuck? Yeah, during the surgery? No, after the surgery. You just came home and slept for 18 hours. And you're like, what the living fuck? It's so weird. Then you're on like hardcore fucking pain meds, which make you just a zombie. And I hate the feeling of it because I'm like, hey, give me more. Hey, give me... Wait, I can just take all of this pack? I can crush this up? My dream is that eventually it'd be bad enough they have to do it there and then. That is also a thing I do to myself where I'm like, you know, what if I just fucking like... I don't think that they can do it with what's going on in my leg or whatever. The going process for me at the moment, the only like psychological thing is for a lot of the previous surgery I had like a really minor procedure a couple of years ago, but there was the one that I had years and years and years ago where I didn't really need it, and so I didn't care. Whereas this one, I keep just like I'm like mantraing myself with like, life will be so much better after this. It's a good thing. Like reframing in my brain, like this is a good thing to look forward to. The event is gonna leave you completely unstable, but afterwards, you're gonna be able to fly. They're basically what I'm gonna be able to climb buildings. They're installing these octopus arms on my back. Yeah, I've had a couple of surgeries. When I think back to it, does anyone else have like anxiety, like chronic anxiety or OCD or, you know, anything, or where you now any small thing will destabilize? I'm just always tightrope walking is essentially where my mental state is at. I'm always tightrope walking. I'm walking along the thing like this. And most days, even my best days, when I'm in here, like today I feel fine, apart from a headache, but mentally, if I'm having the best day of my life and I'm completely fine, right? And I'm just fine. I don't have any anxieties. I'm not freaking out. I'm enjoying my life. I'm just being, you know, I'm being funny and I'm able to be human or whatever. And I'm still, that's me doing the tightrope walk, right? That's the best I can get to, is tightrope walking. Any small thing that happens is going to make me wobble like this. Any big thing happens, I'm off. I'm off the tightrope, and then I'm destroyed. And what's crazy to me is thinking back. I'm like, 15 years ago, I wasn't always tightrope walking. Like, I definitely had issues, and I was definitely anxious, and I definitely still had OCD and all this stuff. But I seemed to be able to cope so much better. Like, what is this? I remember being able to cope with stuff, and now I just cannot cope with anything at all. It's absolutely insane. My only hope at this point, I think, is therapy, because exposure therapy is not, I can't exposure therapy this kind of stuff, you know? I mean, the only way I could exposure therapy things like medical stuff is to just have hundreds of procedures, but I don't even know how you do that. I would have to have loads of money and just get like plastic surgery. I just show up with those giant lips and stuff, and I've had a lift. I don't even need one. I could get some of this neck done. I'd get my neck done. I don't like how I'm fat around the neck now, and I think it's just an old person thing, because it's not. I've got no fucking body fat on me, but I don't like my neck anymore. My neck got bigger, and the rest of my body shrunk last year, but my neck stayed the same. This is nothing, by the way. This is absolutely. This isn't an actual you know, like how this is like when you're sitting. It's you and 3 other girls, and you're sitting smoking in the kitchen. I don't like my neck. Oh my god, your neck is beautiful. What are you talking about? It's one of those conversations. It's not actually a thing I care about even slightly, but also I'm aware of it. I care about it a bit. I care about it slightly. That's it. The lack of capacity to deal with stuff is doing my brain in. Yeah, for real. Hi, Annie. Wait. Are you home? I had a breakdown yesterday because I couldn't find a certain pair of shoes. It's fucking so annoying, right? What's annoying as well for me is like how RNG that is for me. Tomorrow I could be going fucking loopy, and today I'm okay. And Wednesday, I'm okay. But Thursday, maximum level crazy. Friday, absolutely the best day of the week for me. And it's fucking annoying as shit. What's making it even more annoying is I have whatever physical thing is going on with me, which flares up. And I just cannot figure out what is causing the little flare-ups still. I've figured some of it out, and I've gotten a bunch of it down, and my body has hit like a level of stable now where whatever was happening to me last year was completely just like the Wheel of Fortune. Going crazy. Now I seem to be having flare-ups, which it can only be diet. It has to be something I'm eating. But what? What's still in there? There's something I haven't caught yet, and it's fucking doing me in. Because I'll have, every week or every 2 weeks, I'll have 3 days where I'm struggling, just struggling. And the thing is, it makes me feel bad physically. My eyes swell up. And I sleep badly because my eyes really hurt and I struggle a bit. And, but my mental drops so bad. My mental drops and I just, tightrope. I'm off the tightrope. And that's what I don't like. The actual physical side of whatever is happening with me is not too bad. It's usually just my heart rate will go up, or I get arrhythmia and my eyes hurt and something is going on. Something is happening. It feels like I'm having an allergic reaction. It seems to last about that long. And so that's why I really think it's a diet thing, but I'm trying not to, you know, whatever that thing is, like confirmation bias or whatever you're like. It's that. Yeah, I have to go see a dietitian or whatever. I feel so much better than last year, and I really hate complaining. I really hate complaining because I'm able to be so much more productive. You know, I've got the show going. I've generally, for the most part this year, have felt good. And I'm really grateful for that, for whoever, whatever that means, you know, to God. And, you know, because all I wanted last year was to feel not even as good as this. You know what I mean? Like, split the difference between how I feel right now and how I felt for the back end of last year, for like 6 months. Oh, great. And I feel better than that. But it is very annoying that whatever is happening is still there. And there's an element I haven't caught yet. And I eat so plain. My diet is it's on like a very simple loop. So I just cannot figure it out. It has to be in one of the things I'm eating, but it's not like, there's no one like with my other allergy stuff. If I just eat a thing with corn in it, I know within an hour, you know, max. I either know immediately because my tongue is itching, or my eyes start fucking bleeding, or, you know, within an hour, I'm like, oh, I feel kind of dizzy and sleepy, and oh, fuck, I must have eaten them. I really do hate complaining about it, because all I think, every time I complain about this stuff, I don't think I'm even complaining, am I? I'm just letting you know what's going on in my life. But I am sort of complaining. When I complain about it, I really have to sit there and be like, bro, remember how hard last year was? Jesus. Anyway, how are you? How are you doing? I managed to avoid sleeping over and got the hell out. Oh, you left last night? Damn. You left after we didn't have to go further, no? Damn, son. Damn, son. Was Maya still there? I haven't spoken to him. He could still be there for all I know. Maya's fucking crazy, dude. That guy's a fucking alien. I do not understand anything. Oh, don't get me started on the pollen. Dude, the way my hay fever has never been this bad. And like, for the first part of this, because it hit my eyes and my neck, like my throat, I was getting like itchy. And I was like, oh shit, that's hay fever. I was like, oh, it's the hay fever that's doing it. That's what's causing these flare-ups. And I still don't know. I don't think so. Might be. I don't know. My friend had a spare bed, so I took the chance and he stayed out later than we did. Oh my god. He's an alien, dude. An alien. That's called being an adult and living alone. You can do stuff like that if you want. Hey, guess what? If you wanted to, you could just stand up. If you are an adult and you live in your own home, yeah, and you pay the rent or the mortgage or anything, right? You could stand up right now, turn around, take a squat, and shit on the ground in your front room if you wanted. How crazy is that? It's called being an adult and making your own decisions. London pollen is horrible, yeah, and I have tree hay fever as well, real bad. If someone cuts a tree down near me, do I even hear it? Or whatever that fucking says. So, I hate my life. It fucking kills. Right, if I don't talk to Bear Flame about Star Wars, he's gonna fucking kill himself. You started watching Rebels, and you finished The Acolyte. He's so desperate for me to... We'll be here for 6 hours if I start talking about Star Wars, Bear. Because here's... What order are you watching all of this in? Because it better not be some sort of, like, whatever I feel like order. I'm going to get pissed off with you. Have you watched the Clone Wars? If you're watching Rebels and you haven't watched Clone Wars, I swear, get out of my fucking sight. Because if you want to talk about this, we'll talk about it. Okay? But by the end of it, you're going to be in trouble. Somehow. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about The Acolyte either. It's really annoying. There's really good stuff in it, and just... honestly, I would say Acolyte is mostly forgettable. The stuff that pissed everyone off didn't piss me off, but I did like aspects about it. I also liked the fight with the two guys as well. That was a nice fight. I've seen Clone Wars. I've been catching up on things I missed. I accept. Alright, yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if, I mean... I haven't had particularly strong opinions on the last couple Star Wars projects. A lot of people complaining about Andor. I don't know what the complaints are, but I've seen people being like, oh... I assume because it's very slow and boring, but I like it. I mean, I know one of the complaints is that Andor is too realistic, and it's supposed to be Star Wars, and it's supposed to be like a space opera or whatever, and that is true of the movies. It isn't true of... It's the same thing with Marvel. Marvel should be branching out into genre. If they're going to be spamming out 1 billion projects, they can't all be the same tone. Do different genres. Do a spy thriller. Do a horror, you know? And I think if Star Wars is going to do that, they should do it too. I think it's much better. I'm really okay with it. And again, I think a lot of the team that work on Andor worked on the Bourne movies, and you can tell, and I think it slams. I personally got really excited for Andor Season 1 because I like that we see what the spies are up to. When you're watching Star Wars movies, they're always like, our spies have found blah, 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 blah. You know, even in the Rebellion, they're like, our Rebellion spies have found blah, 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 blah. But we never see those spies ever. Ever. You don't see any of them do anything. You just hear that the spies have done this and the spies have done that. Well, here they are. This is what they're doing. It's fun. It's filling in a really interesting piece of Star Wars lore that we don't know anything about. It's not just making up a new Jedi who somehow didn't die during Odyssey. It's like, here's an element of this entire setting that you've never really seen before. And I find that to be very interesting, you know. Even Rebels, they're not spies. They're on the militant arm. They're in the military side of everything. It's fucking great. So I like it, but a lot of people complaining, they're like, oh, it's too realistic because the guy is like trying to make it look like it's all very obviously based on World War II and the more horror side of everything. And I'm okay with it. I mean, the whole thing is, first of all, it's called Star Wars, and also George Lucas made it with the intent of the Empire being these... It was all like based on Vietnam, and it was based on World War II and the Nazis. They're dressed like Nazis for a reason. So they're just... I am okay with it. I'm completely okay with it. I don't think it matters. If you have a fun, like that children's fucking Star Wars show where they're like baby Jedis, that's a particular genre and a tone, and it is taking place in the same world as Andor, which is practically as close to fucking Nazi Germany as you can get. It's all dark and gritty, and I like it because I have the mental capacity to be able to understand and separate those two genres, and also recognize that those things can happen in the same setting. And I also just think it's a much better way to approach. If you're going to be making lots and lots of content in this setting, then it should have different subgenres. So I don't know, man. I literally don't care about that at all. I do think that the one complaint that is sort of like, because I thought it and then just was like, actually, I think that's okay, and I don't care, because, you know, like realism is fine. But it does feel un-Star Wars. It was my only complaint about Andor 1 that I still think is a superb season of a show and an incredible Star Wars show. But like Andor season 1 is not very Star Wars. There are no aliens in it. They call the they call the blasters guns and stuff like that. And it doesn't feel very Star Warsy. But it wasn't because of the realism. It was that I feel like it was a slight oversight. I feel like they made a spy thriller and they went, oh shit, we need to like skin this in Star Wars. Like, this is clearly Russia. We're going to call it the planet Taral. And you're like, okay, yeah. And it's just all they did. This season feels much more Star Warsy. There's a lot more aliens. There's a lot more referential stuff. Like, we see a lot of the Senate, and they reference stuff that has happened in the prequels, and they reference stuff in Rebels, and they reference more Star Wars thematic things keep happening and coming up. There are elements that feel much more like Blade Runner, which is fine because that's what Coruscant's supposed to feel like. And also like the TV and stuff feels very like Hunger Gamesy, which is kind of weird. Like having seeing the actual TV shows, the propaganda TV shows that they do, is kind of weird. I know we've seen bits and pieces, but it almost takes me out of it a little bit. But it feels more Star Warsy to me. But the fact that the spy rebels, are doing stuff that is borderline as bad as what the ISB Empire spies are doing, makes the rebels no better than the Empire in a lot of ways. And that is a problem, because the rebels and the Jedi have always been like pure Paragon run. They do it by Paragon only. And if you start blurring that line a little bit, I think you run into core Star Wars problems. I don't care, but I get that criticism, because it is supposed to be black and white. The problem is, done it. Do you know how many times? Every Star Wars project. You know what people are bored of? The same story. So you have no choice but to go grey with some of this stuff. And I don't mean grey Jedi. I mean, like, you know, blur the lines. And also, Rogue One kind of does that anyway. And this show is a spin-off of Rogue One. So it's all good. Also, the character Bix, working in a wheat field, Weetabix. And it's all I could think the whole time, but I couldn't fabricate a joke, and even if I could, I wouldn't have done anything with it. But if I was on TikTok and could be bothered about that kind of stuff, I'd be smashing it. So that's my Andor review no one asked for, because Bear of Flame brought up Rebels. You're welcome. Yeah, so I'm enjoying Andor, but it's a boring show. Hey, you've made a boring show. Guess who watched Yellowstone? I like boring stuff. Slow. You know, what we think is boring is slow, because our TikTok brain rot is too strong now. And the episodes are long. And you know, there's some stuff that I feel like there's not a huge amount of character growth on the characters that we've already been established with, because they're doing the thing where they're just like jumping through the final 4 years in the build up to the Death Star exploding, but I'm actually okay with it. I think they've foregone a little bit of character growth. There's clearly going to be some. In exchange for presenting those 4-year build up. And they're doing weird stuff, like they tied a loophole up that existed, which I always love it when they tie up those loopholes, because they're talking about this place Gorman, and they're always going on about this massacre on Gorman, but in Rebels they said that the massacre on Gorman was like 2 BBY or something. And in the prequels, they said the massacre on Gorman was like 60 years ago or something like that. And in this show, they go, oh, that massacre was Tarkin. Tarkin did a little massacre. And also, there's going to be a big massacre. And I love that, because Star Wars is fucking riddled with plot holes. And they're having to do so much like stitch work because of, all this fucking shit. So that's fun. They're doing a lot of, I don't know. I'm enjoying it. It's very slow, but I'm sort of in the mood for that. He says, even though he came home last night, laid on the sofa, exhausted, and put on Extraction 2. And I forgot what Extraction 1 was all about. And Extraction 1 is a movie where the guy who plays Thor gets to be Australian, and they hire him to get someone out of Bangladesh or somewhere. And it's one massive chase scene of a movie. It's an Uncharted game. The beginning of the movie happens. He goes, "Oh, I'm the greatest private military guy ever." And they go, "All right, get this guy out of Bangladesh." I have no idea if we're going to Bangladesh, but I think it's Bangladesh. And he goes, "I'll fucking do it." And then there's no dialogue for an hour and 23 minutes because it's just him in a constant, and it's very fun. I really liked Extraction, by the way. It's a dinner time dad on a Sunday afternoon movie. You're a dad and you put it on and nothing happens in the movie and you don't have to worry. You can be distracted and come back and nothing has changed. You know what I mean? Just it's a fight scene, a chase scene, a fight scene, a chase scene, and it's the whole thing until the very end, and then it ends. And I got in last night and was like, I just want to put something on that's like just brain dead, easy watching, relaxing. I'd had like so much overstimulation from being at the party. And I was like, oh, Extraction 2. I liked Extraction 1. Couldn't remember what it was about. Press play and he goes, "Core, I'm all injured in that." And then they do a montage and then they don't speak for an hour and 20 minutes because it becomes one continuous chase scene. It's very fun though. I actually appreciate that they made the movie like that because I think it's, it doesn't follow a formula exactly. But my God, I didn't watch the whole thing. I got halfway through. There was literally a point where I think he was literally hanging off of a train and there was a fucking fighter jet shooting him and he was punching a guy in the head and another woman had been stabbed and he was holding a child in one arm. And I was like, I haven't got the brain power. Fuck it, this is killing me. I have to I'm not going to be able to fall asleep. I turned it off and then went straight to bed and fell asleep instantly. So, Extraction. Good movies though. I don't, well, the first one at least. The second one seems to be exactly the same thing. If it's brain dead action movie you want, they're not bad at all. I think they're well worth watching, or at least the first one. The second one honestly is the same thing, and I'm what was I, half an hour into it before I turned it off? I don't know, but I feel safe in the knowledge that it's the same thing. And I know you want to play D&D, but here's the thing. What do I play after Veilguard? Because I've got the final mission to do. And I don't know how long that final mission is, but it's almost over, and I don't know what to do with my life. I've played a crazy amount of it. I have 3-starred every region, and all of my team have got the maximum. They become the Valguard hero, whatever mode. I haven't collected all the boxes and stuff in each area. I'm not doing that. I'm not 100%ing it. I've got I've unlocked the secret ending, which I knew. I don't know what it is, but there's a post-credit scene that you have to unlock by collecting 3 secret essences, and I did it and was like, I don't know what I just did, so I just googled it, like, what the fuck did I just do? And it says, oh, that unlocks a secret ending, and I went, cool, great, did that. I've purged the blight from the fucking whatever. And I've done everything. If this doesn't get me the best possible ending, I don't know what does in that game. So I've got the final mission. You know the thing with the point of no return in those kinds of open world games. Time for that one single Expedition 33 stream then. I guess so, but like, it doesn't tide me over for the next few days. I could play Heaven's Ward for a few days. The problem is I booted up Heaven's Ward and then I got into a fight and I couldn't really remember how to play. And so I turned it off. And I need to... Basically, that day, I didn't have the energy to relearn. And I just need a day where I just sit and go and kill some mobs, and I will know within 15 minutes how to play again. But I just couldn't be bothered on that day. That was when I turned on Valguard. But I kind of just want another single-player open world game to play. Do you know what I could do? Dragon's Dogma. You wouldn't let me fucking play that, would you? What I wish I'd done was Spider-Man, you fuckers. I've got Assassin's Creed as well. I also have Scars Above, which I got because it was like £2.50 or something the other day. No, I can't be fucked with Death Stranding. That's mental. If anyone plays Death Stranding twice, they're out of their mind. You're a psychopath. There is a publisher sale on EA as well. What have they got going on? Need for Speed Heat. Jedi Fallen Order, Bear. Did you want a Star Wars kick? Luckily, Unravel 2 was in that. Got Unravel 2 for like a £5, which we're playing tomorrow with PB. New open world Mario Kart. Alright. Well, it was a waste of time asking you in chat, wasn't it? It was a waste of time asking you people in the chat, wasn't it? What was I expecting? I mean, what was I expecting? Fine, we'll play D&D instead. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, Bradley, did you make a new intro? And the answer is, not really. But you might be thinking to yourself, did Shadow make another Suno song? Yes. And have you quickly, very quickly, 3 minutes before the stream began, overlaid that into the old intro? Yes. Is that are you going to re-edit it and put more effort into it? Unlikely. But I'll consider it.
again I hear the siren, sing its song of clashing iron. Racing thoughts, it might be dire. Is this the one where I'll expire? Raise my blade against misery, inviting in catastrophe. Shake the doubts and steal the soul. Find the route that sees me to my goal. With my friends I'll find the way. I'm not going down today. Find the good, fight the mood, achieving things I never thought I could. Spend my time, the winds will go well. Seize the day and thwart the endless night. Clear and win, I will shine. Raise above the hero's light, lend an ear to people's plight. I can fight, do it. It's time to make it right, I will try. My conviction is my oath, church and water, fire both. Pushing through my face to die, I'll keep marching on despite and will rise. The hero's light. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Has Shadow been watching? Has Shadow been listening to Shakira? Yes. Now. Previously. You're in a spot of bother. If you'll recall. But there is something that has changed today. Because he doesn't even know what he's just done.
Best wishes on somebody's birthday.
He
Blessings.
doesn't.
L.
He doesn't. It's Elle's birthday today. Happy birthday, Elle. I was about to say, Jaeger, you don't even know what you've just done. So I was about to say, there is, you know what you guys have been asking me for a very long time? Different ways to give me money on a Sunday. I actually thought, what if every now and then you guys give me a lot of subs when you're panicking in a situation with Lyri where Lyri is about to be eaten by a fucking giant turtle or something like that, and you're freaking out and you're trying to spin the wheel and you just get stuff like you know, an item, a scroll that won't help. So I have added now, for the low price of $100, the ability to just straight up buy anything from the wheel that you pick. Dealer's choice, which I will rename. Jaeger just got it. Let me rename it to pick a prize. Pick a prize. The low price. With the low price. I mean, it's a pretty low price considering how much you'd have to spend for subs to reach the same level. But why does the wheel spin say 50? Hold on. I fucked with everything today. It's on 5. We're on 5. Really. You overshot it. Does it miss? Yes, it does. Thank you, Jaeger. Thank you, April. The wheel spin. Is the wheel spin result on top? Or will it overlap on pick? I don't understand the question. Please rephrase the question. Actually, I might be able to do this. Hold on. Hold on. Don't sub. Whatever you do. God Damn it. Don't come. Do not come. Okay, it's at 6. Who wants to gift 4 gift subs right now before I click save? Not gonna work, is it? Because you're all gonna fucking do it. Tell you what, we'll count Jaeger's $7 and I'll give you another spin. That's 5. I mean, fine, we count those 5 as 4. I'm the only person in the world that gets angry when you give me money. Alright. Okay, it should be fixed now. No? Yes. Yes. Where the result is displayed. Oh, it should now appear above my head. It will appear here. So really, I could do this. Make it a little more obvious. But it's just going to be hard to see no matter what. I fucked with it to try and make it clearer. But it's really weird. It's really weird for some reason on the wheel spinner. I might be able to make the text like white. I think that'll be harder to see though. Might be able to do this. Nope. That's the border of the wheel. So yeah, I mean, I just had to move some of this stuff around. So that's the changes that I've made. So this way, if you... Also, the other thing is some people don't want to gift subs. Which has come up a few times. So now you can just gift cash. And that's it. This stream is literally, and I'm not kidding, the only way I can pay rent now. If I didn't do this on a Sunday, I wouldn't be able to make rent. That's how fucked Twitch has become as a job. And appreciate you for giving me lots of money. April, Jaeger, Miko, De Biro. Here we go, baby. So let's get into it. Those are the changes. Deal with it however you wish. I don't care. You last time, before we spin the wheel, you last time escaped hell. You escaped hell. By pure chance, thank you, Vmore, you managed to make it to oh, it's on 100. God damn it. I knew it was wrong. Who wants to give 5 subs right now before I save this? It worked. Fuck yeah. Jesus Christ. Alright. So annoying. Sorry, it's fucking tricky. It's weirdly tricksy. And it shouldn't be. And it is. Thank you, Shadow. Thank you, Femore. Another wheel spin. So you managed to escape hell. What I was going to do today actually was some admin, but because I would like to, I really want to update the dice roller as well at some point. But this week I ended up spending lots of money on things that I didn't want to spend money on, and also we lost 300 subs. Let's go, baby. I don't think it was 300. It was like 150 or something like that. It was horrible. I looked at it. It did the thing. It did the thing where I go, how many subs have I got? Okay, that many. And then the next day I looked at it again and they were all gone. Yes, feels so good every time. Feels so good every time. Really, it's always in flux, but it's still the worst, most scary thing as a streamer. You know, anyway. It was the Super Sunday. Yeah, it was horrific. It almost killed me. So last time, let's get on with the fun part of D&D. I think you know now. You, yeah, you came face to face thanks to a random Spellwind teleport with the King of the Devils, Cran. Now Cran was about to kill you when essentially you managed to teleport once again. The teleport was either to where you teleported from, where you were born, where Lancelot is, or the Burned Tavern. And you landed on where Lancelot is. You arrived at the Witch's Hut. Back on the material plane. Back in Badgerbrook West. And Snotflap, Leary appear. Lancelot is there. And the witch is there. And that was when you spun again and got an encounter. So we're going to do that today. Now, because I had to port everything over from Roll20 onto the Foundry, I haven't got a lot prepped for what we can do today. So these wheel spins are subject to change. And there could be some monkey's paw stuff going on. But I won't fuck with it too much if I don't have to. So how many wheel spins do you have? Let's have a look. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 wheel spins. Let's do those first. And then you get to pick a prize as well. Thanks to Jaeger's birthday. First one. And we'll see if the writing comes up above my head. Yes. Quad vantage on your next thing. Quad. Nice. Good opener. What else you get? Another quad vantage. A magic item. Imagine it was all quads. A 10% boost to Diablos. Now you're no longer in hell, but... Alright. Okay. Now you also get to pick something. Pick a prize. I will list everything that's on the wheel. Give me a sec here. Alright, encounter. Instant. Pot. Item. Boss battle. Next, roll 20. Next, roll 1. Advantage. Teleport is not on there. You can't roll teleport today. Which sounds like, but actually I'm saving you from essentially wasting it because I will literally make you teleport 1 foot. So actually, you're welcome. You can become hexed. You can have a wish granted. I know that you're just going to vote for that one, but... I'm going to write them all out anyway every single time. Instant long rest. Trapped. Spin for companion. merchant, gold, potion item, scroll, magic item, 10% boost to Diablos, level up, companion. All right, now there's 21 options on there, which is way too many. So let's get rid of some. You're not going to pick an encounter. You're not going to pick a boss battle. You're not going to pick next roll 1. You're not going to pick trapped. We still got to get rid of 1 because the font changes size. Oh, you're not going to pick hexed. Let's see if they all fit. 16 on there. Let me print screen this for myself. Okay. Yeah, you still can't see them all. How many can we fit on there? 14. So remind me to get rid of 2 of them next time. 14 is the max we can fit on there. Okay, so I should be able to still squeeze them if I do this. Actually, we can probably do this. Which one? What do you want? You get to pick now. You can pick a prize with donations, tips. Every 10 subs is still just spin the wheel. But when you, if you throw cold hard cash at the pick a prize bar, you can just pick off the list if you need something. I feel like this one is going to be more useful when you're literally on death's door and you need a wish granted and you're just like, it's almost $100 for a wish. But it all goes towards purchasing more butter for me. Because I need butter because wider cookies take so much butter. Hey. Indie Bro, thank you for the 96 months. 8 fucking years, dude. I was saying you got to be in the top. The other day we were talking about you, Indie Bro. You got to be in the top something for being here the longest, right? 8 years is nuts. What do you have next to your name? Have you unlocked a new badge? Venom back, thanks for the 5 gifted subs, my friend. Digital Dan, thank you for the 54-month resub. All contra. Oh yeah, look at that pink heart on Indie Bro. Nice. New badge. Is it the first time we've seen a pink heart? I think it is. And then Helibob's creeping in as well. And giving you another wheel spin. You got 2 on there. Alright, you are going for Wish Granted, of course. Should I just change it to Wish Granted instead of Pick a Prize? The problem with Wish Granted is sometimes you don't ever wish for something you need. I'm like, what do you want then? And everyone's like, I don't know, like I guess a glass of water or something. And I'm like, you could have wished for anything. Wish granted. What do you want? A magic merchant. Could have just literally had the other thing. A powerful merchant appears and helps us fight, rather than to just have your own personal. It's a wish. You can just be like, we have a Tarask fighting with us. Snotflap is injured and unconscious on the bed. He's not dead. More wishes. Fancy new threads. Teleport becomes the ferryman with mechanics. What does that mean? Our kill. Charm wish. I wish to have pure foresight so I can predict everything. Foresight. Denizens of hell don't want to kill us. It's not flat 100%. Recovery. Okay, there you go. There's your options. We can pay him to teleport to some place we want, otherwise it'll be random. If you vote teleport becomes a ferryman, I'll just add ferryman to the wheel. Instead. The ferryman shows up, gives you the option to fast travel somewhere. Personal fast travel with the ferryman. What do you want? Wish granted. Wish granted. What do you little bitches want? Teleport becomes the ferryman, but what I'll do is I'll add it to the wheel. I think that's more fun. Add category. Ferryman. Fast travel. And I'll put it up. Teleport is a 3 chance. So we'll do the same for the ferryman. 3 chance. Bam. There it is. The white one at the top. Okay. Your wish is my command. A brand new thing. That'll be useful, I think, actually. Sometimes if you spin that one or pick it, I guess, because there are times when you're like, oh man, we've been teleported so far away, can we just fast travel back? All right, so you have 2 more wheel spins, right? Here comes the first one. If it's teleport or fast travel, we'll spin again. Oh dude, spun it straight away, and I would love to use it, but it's locked, temporarily locked. We spin again. Video game. Temporarily locked. Another encounter. Delicious. Yes. Very nice. Alright. Let's spin the wheel. One last time. You have another wheel spin, right? Am I crazy? Boss battle. Alright, tell you what I'll do. I will combine the encounters into a boss battle. The boss battle leveled up. What was previously going to be a different creature is going to transform before my very eyes right now into something else. Something no one could have predicted. Okay. Let's get into it then. The sound of the waves. Wait. You need a magic item. Did I make a table? Potions. Items? Didn't. Okay. Magic. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. Let me just make a rollable table right now. Create rollable table. Magic items. Now, can I just drag from the DMG equipment? Where are the magic item tables in here? Roll tables? Treasure? Random magic items? Arcana? Hold on. What happens if I do this? No. God, how did I do this for non-canon? What is this? A hat of wizardry. Perfect. Exactly what I needed. Oh, magic item by rarity level as well. Well, I'll give you the hat of wizardry now. What is that? This cone-shaped hat is adorned with moons and stars. While you're wearing it, you gain the following special benefits. Spellcasting focus. You can use the cat as a spell focus. Unknown spells. A magic action, you can try and cast a cantrip that you don't know. The cantrip must be on the wizard spell list and have a casting time of an action. You make a DC 10 intelligence arcana check. No. I'm not doing that. Useless. Roll this. A common. Okay, so we're just going to use the same thing again. Roll it again. Staff of Bird Calls. This wooden staff is decorated with bird carvings. It has 10 charges. While holding, you can take a magic action to expend 1 charge from the staff and cause it to create one of the following sounds, which can be heard 120 feet. A finch's chirp, a raven's caw, a duck's quack, a chicken's cluck, a goose's honk, a loon's call, a turkey's gobble, a seagull's cry, an owl's hoot, or an eagle's shriek. That's the most useless item I have ever seen from standard D&D. Not from some weird website where they make unique stuff. It's the perfect item to give to you right now. I couldn't be happier with that, Paul. Alright, where are you? Staff of Bird Call. Where is it? Where is it? He said it was in the DMG, no? DMG. This is the DMG. Not a single thing that says staff. Aha, Staff of Bird Calls. Found it. I'm just dumb. This is what, you know when you're watching Don't Die and me, Wack and PB are like, I don't know where this could, this is what we're doing. The Staff of Bird Call. Perfect. It is a weapon that you can use as a staff, though. Which I guess means it's a magic staff, if nothing else. Alright, well, remember you have that because I won't. Incredible work. And then Diablos levels up again. So, when summoned, Diablos hits a creature and reduces their HP by 55%. Rounded down. What's half of 55? 27? Or 27 if they make their save. Which is crazy. He gets an extra 10% when he's in hell. He's become extremely powerful. Okay, you have quad advantage on your next 2 rolls. We good? We're good. We rolling? We're balling. Okay, you've upgraded to a boss battle. Now, I think this is Plumrug's fault. The witch You'll see why in a minute. The witch. Inside the witch's hut. Suddenly glances towards the doorway. Out through the doorway, across the rocky beach, down to the edge of the water. The witch's eyes open wide, and she says, "Oh dear." There is just a few feet beyond where the tide line is. The air splits, and a narrow wound in reality tears open. Black, violet energy begins sort of crackling out of this. The wound in reality tears open with veins stretching out, kind of like lightning, arcing outwards. There is an instant scent of scorched iron and brimstone which spills out, a stench that you had hoped not to smell again before long. Then, as a result of your sudden, violent teleportation across the plains of hell and back to the material plane, the weave itself buckles, space warps, and from the rift, something is born. It slithers out, pale. The first thing you see, tendrils, boneless, twitching tendrils, dripping with planar goop, and then a brain as the floating form of a grell forces its way out and into your world. It is literally a floating brain with a beak that clicks, biting hungrily at the air. A floating brain with tentacles and tendrils underneath it as it floats up and onto the beach. The rift behind it, unstable and alive, continues to open slightly. The witch says,
Shit. Okay. You take care of that, and I'll close the rift.
Lancelot and Lyri rush out of the door. The witch strikes Snotflap on the belly. A green arcane burst from the end of the staff as Snotflap regains his hit points.
You get out there too. I ain't doing anything you say, bitch.
Lyri says, Snotflap, we need you.
Alright, but I ain't doing it because the bitch said so.
It's pronounced witch.
Oh, sorry. Witch.
And then he ports out of the front. Let's go to one of these pre-prepared maps that I had. Beach battle. Yes, look at that. That ain't worth the cash. Come on, pretty cool. Ooh. Okay. As Lancelot, Lyri, and Snotflap rush out of the front door, there is as a force field appears around the hut. The witch begins chanting and humming as she begins to close the wound in the weave and deal with the planar tear that has been caused from your forceful exit across the plains. There is a crystal down here. If you use an action to interact with the crystal, it will send out a pulse to the Grell, which may stun it. I have added to Lancelot's sheet, rather than compelled whatever, he has oh, where did it go, you motherfucker? God damn it, it didn't save. You bastard. Alright, fuck, I've got to redo it. Rather than compelled duel, because it's too hard to deal with, he is going to have a feature called Taunt. Fuck man, what was that? Man, I made it up. As an action, you can compel a creature within 60 feet to target you. Oh, no. The target must succeed on a DC 12 intelligence, a rare intelligence saving throw, or it has disadvantage on attack rolls. I added this, by the way, and just so you know, I added it twice because I added it in the wrong way the first time. Then I added it again, and then it deleted itself. So happy it did that. Against disadvantage on attack rolls against targets other than you until the start of your next turn. The DC equals 10 plus proficiency plus charisma modifier. And then what I did was I gave him a little charisma boost. So he can now taunt something as an action, which makes him a much more viable tank, I think, for combat. So you have Snotflap, who does unbridled amounts of damage. You have Lancelot, and I'm going to let them both be in this combat against the Grell. It's time for you to roll me initiative. You get quad vantage on this. Count Leary is an NPC, apparently. Did I roll all? No. And Snotflap's still called Snipflap, which is good to know. Snotflap on a 20, Lancelot on a 14, Grell on a 9. Leary has a +4 to initiative. Quad vantage on the initial roll here. you so much for the subs already. Remember, you can just purchase. You can straight up purchase stuff now. You can pick a prize, baby. As well. What are we at? 14, 1, 3. Wow. And you beat at 14. And you get off the mark quicker than Snotflap does. Yes, you can. A fucking 20 on the last one. Going on a 24. Okay. Here we go. So, first one up, Lyri. What does Lyri do? Here we go, baby. What does? Holy shit, I can type, guys. What does Lyri do? Alright, so we need to add a couple of things to this. So you're at range. Well, I guess attack melee. You can make it. The grill is pretty close, it's like 15 feet. Attack ranged longbow. You have unlimited blade works. What was unlimited blade works? Scroll. You can take a potion of healing. Now you are not healed. Let's check on Lyri's status. Lyri is at 28 of 36. Lyri has 3 uses of second wind, but no action surge. Going on. Healing hands. Did you use that? How do we even know? You have a use of it, so I'm going to assume that you do have it. Healing hands. Summon Diablos. Action. Interact with crystal. Stun crystal. And then anything else you want to suggest. Shoot the crystal with an arrow. Find weak spot. Ask Snotflap to think. No idea what that means. Alright. There's your options. What do you want to do? Interact with the stun crystal. Okay. Leary darts around this corner, rushes up to this crystal, and places their hands on it. There is a moment. You know what I need? I need that sound effect again. Which is called, oh god, what is it called? You know, the bwah noise from Star Wars, Jesus Christ. Seismic charge. Now the Grell has to make a DC 12 Wisdom save, or it is stunned until the end of its next turn. Grell. I love a Grell. It's my favorite monster. Grell. A Wisdom save, please. Oof. A 7. It comes creeping out. And the Leary places hands on the gem, and a swell of magic, light blue, as you might expect from the Water Witch, rushes out from this thing, almost like a tidal wave rushing over the sand. Snotflap, Lancelot, and Leary completely unaffected by it as it strikes the Grell, and the Grell just is stunned in place. Okay. I don't think you can do anything on a bonus action, can you? Oh, you could second wind. How much HP do you have? 28 of 36. Do you want to use a second wind? That gives you 1d10 plus your level 4 HP back. Yes or no? No, no. Nay, no. Okay. Alright, it's the end of your turn. It is now Snotflap's turn. Now Snotflap, of course, only has one gear. Go. Fucking Charlie Sheen, remember when he said that? Immediately launching his dagger at the Grell. Now the Grell is stunned. Now let me give the Grell the condition stunned. What is Leary's condition? Potion of climbing. We'll leave it on. Okay, Snotflap. Orb strike dagger. Have advantage against a stunned creature. You still have a quad advantage, yes, but you didn't need to make a check on the thing. I don't know if they changed it in 2024, but attack rolls have advantage. Let's go. A 22. A Snotflap deals 9 damage to the Grell. And then ports over to it, grabs it, and ports back.
What the fuck is that for? A fish?
Lancelot says, I don't think that's a fish. Okay, Lancelot's turn. Lancelot can taunt or attack. with a divine smite. I'll let you type in the chat. Taunt or attack? Attack, taunt, attack, 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 attack. Okay, Lancelot rushing forward, pulling out the greatsword Arendite. Attacks with advantage. 23 is a hit. Oof, only 5 damage. Lancelot deals to the Grell. The Grell becomes unstunned. At the end of its turn, bringing us back around to Lyri. What does Lyri do? Any other suggestions in the chat? Play that drum. Eat sand. All right. What do you want to do on this turn? The Grell righting itself, levitating upwards, spying Lancelot. Sound effects. Snapping its little Grell beak. Interact with the stun crystal again, they scream. The most powerful crystal on this planet. Alright, here we go. Another whiz save from the Grell. Grell is not stunned. The spell does not take hold this time. The Grell is not stunned. Okay. That was your action. Do you want to stay here? Or do you want to run towards the Grell? Stay or run? Stay, stay, stay. Stay, stay, stay. Alright, Snotflap's turn. Here we go again. Snotflap, targeting the Grell. Warp Strike Dagger. Normal this time. A 10. 16 in total. The dagger hits. Deals 9 damage to the Grell. Ports over to the Grell. Snotflap's rules are he can fucking Warp Strike away. The dagger hits. As a free action, he can instantly retrieve it. If the dagger hits, the target must succeed on a saving throw or be disoriented. When did he get that? Alright. What was another wisdom saving throw, did I say? What did he get that for? Dex save. An 8 from the Grell. Disoriented on its next attack throw, it will have disadvantage. Alright. I think in the balance update, I'm going to change it. I'll let you have it for this one. But Snotflap's meant to be attack. That seems very defensive. It should just be more damage. It should be sneak attack. Or take an additional 1d4. Piercing damage. You know what it is? It's slashing damage because it's when he's ripping it out. It probably won't ever matter. This way, Snotflap in the balance update is all out attack, and Lancelot is defense. You know. Balance updates. Welcome to the season 2 balance updates, where we buff Lancelot to make him a viable companion. Change. All right. For this round, we'll say that it is disoriented. So what was the rule on Snotflap being able? Oh, he can Misty Step away. That's what it is. Which he does. Okay, Snotflap is done. Deals his damage. Lancelot can taunt or attack. I'll let you type it in the chat. Taunt or attack with Lancelot. Lancelot has a new ability called Taunt. The creature has to succeed on a DC 12 intelligence saving throw, or it has disadvantage on attack rolls against any other targets other than Lancelot. Taunt, 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 taunt. Attack, taunt, taunt. Taunt, taunt. We're fighting a Grell Keeper. Okay. An intelligence saving throw from the Grell. Actually not too dumb, but it did fuck that up. Taunted is the Grell. Okay. The Grell. Lancelot stands in front of the Grell, gleaming armor and large sword, and starts doing the thing that they do in Jurassic Park. He cracks a flare. Over here! Over here! You know? In Jurassic Park? No one knows. No one has any idea what I'm talking about. The Grell is now taunted by Lancelot. It has disadvantage to attack anyone else until when? Did it have a limit? Oh, I think I need to put a limit on it. Oh, until the start of your next turn. Okay, Grell's turn. What can Grell do? Oh, it's nasty, isn't it? Right. The Grell makes 1 beak attack and 1 paralyzing tentacles attack. Here we go, baby. Both towards Lancelot. Obviously. The beak. Misses. Just this beak just scratching Lancelot's perfect armor, but doing nothing as he kind of moves a shoulder into play. And then the paralyzing tentacles come down. A miss. Is that a natural one? It is a natural one. All right. A devastating miss for the Grell. Roll me a d20 for the fumble. We'll just take the first number that comes up. The Grell rolls a natural 1 here. A 2. Equipment slip. Your weapon or item slips from your grip. Doesn't really affect the Grell. So you get nothing. Womp womp. Alright, that's the end of the Grell's turn. It's now Lyri's turn. Any other creative options? Go ahead and say them now. We'll get rid of Eat Sand. We'll leave Find Weak Spot. We don't need to shoot the crystal. I'm always willing to let you spend an action to find weak spot. Anything else you want to try? Otherwise, forever hold yonder piece. Oh, bird staff. Bird call staff. You think a Grell is a bird because it has a beak? Keeper! 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 Keeper of the Ark! Keeper! Is every creature that has a beak a bird? Keeper. That's what Keeper's here for.
Well, that would be absurd because that would make all cephalopods a.
I beat you to it. Keeper, you loser. Pushes up glasses. Activates full blown Reddit. Keeper's power. Keeper does this. Domain expansion. Unlimited knowledge. Unlimited Reddit knowledge.
Well, cephalopods such as squids.
Is a squid even a cephalopod? I don't know if that's even it. I'm just assuming that Keeper knows. I'm still half asleep. You half asleep is still 150 times more intelligent than I will ever be at my ever will be and ever was at my absolute maximum. Yeah, a Grell is not a bird. The stun crystal. Lyri interacts with the crystal once more, activating it. The Grell must make an intelligence saving throw and beat a 12. A natty 1, baby. That's a natural 1. The Grell becomes stunned. The Grell is stunned. It is at this point. Snotflap yeets his dagger at the Grell with advantage. A 25 is a hit, dealing the damage of 6. It's bloodied. The Warp Strike dagger flies through the air. The Grell, stunned, begins floating downwards as this thing sticks in the side of its brain. It's the Grell's body is its brain as well, so it's just a big brain with a beak. Snotflap reclaims the thing. The Grell needs to make me a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage, I'm assuming. A 6, where it takes another 4 damage. Which it does, and then Snotflap can port back to where he is. Lancelot, attack or taunt? The choice, once again, is yours. Attack! They scream. Alright, here we go. Arendite swings down at the Grell. 14, he just hits. Dealing 5 damage to the Grell. Grell unstuns. Its beak snapping again as it floats back upwards, but that is the end of its turn. It's Lyri's turn. Presumably, You are going to hit that fucking stun crystal again, but I'll give you the option to vote. Why not? It's why we're all here. It's the fun of interaction. The fun of interaction. And what fun we're having. Oh boy, and oh boy, oh golly gosh, what fun we're having. And oh boy and oh golly gosh, what fun we're having. Who doesn't love a grell? Thank you, Shadow the Wreck God. He's like, this is not enough for me. Spin the wheel again, boy. You spin that wheel again, boy. Thank you, Shadow. We're gonna spin that. No, we're not. We're gonna hit the fucking seismic charge again. The Grell makes another Dex saving throw. Nope. Intelligence saving throw. Nope. What is it? A wisdom saving throw. What did I write down? DC 12 wisdom save. Here we go. Thank you, Gabe.
Yeah, here are some Deutschmarks. For a real spin.
Hier ist etwas Geld für eine Raddrehung.
Hier ist etwas Geld für eine Raddrehung.
He screams at his computer. Alright, let me do this first for the Grell. Did I roll it? Oh, a 12. Fails. Stunned. Das ist eine Stunned again.
Money, money, money.
Well. Someone wants a wish granted. Alright, first of all, we spin the wheel. We see what we win. Another quad vantage. This is mad. Oh, you have two. Yeah, I was about to say I forgot one, but I didn't because you just haven't made any rolls yet. Okay, you have double quad vantage. Let me write this down. Double quad still in play. Double quad still in play. Boys. $25 from Debiru. Going for the pick a prize. You can now donate cold hard cash using the tip function and straight up just pick from the wheel one of the things that you want to happen immediately. Alright. Thank you very much, boys. I appreciate it. Snotflap attacking the Grell, right? That's what we're doing. Snotflap launches the Warp Strike Dagger with advantage. 22 hits. Five damage. Grell makes Dex save. Gotta have disadvantage on this, surely. Grell takes an extra 1d4 damage. I think I just did 4 last time, didn't I? Yeah, it's 4 anyway. Okay. Lancelot, taunt or attack in the chat. We'll need a tip command or update the spin one. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. I'm not doing it now. I've written it down. Attacking, they scream. Okay, here we go. Advantage. Its damage output been pretty low from Lancelot today. Until then, 11 for Lancelot. Arundite lifted up the spray of sand and surf as he lifts it up. The Grell stunned and slowly falling. He brings this thing down, cleaving the Grell in two. It is at this point that the witch will make an Arcana roll to try and close the rift. The DC is 20. The witch has what do you have, witch? Where are you again? You are this one? Yes. +3. +3 to the roll. 14. She fails. The she's not finished. The planar portal remains open. The DC goes down by 5. And by the way, this is something I came up with this morning and I think it's a great idea. Now, is it the most original thing ever? No. But here's what you do, guys. DMs, listen up. Because you're getting free DM tips from now on Sundays. Honestly, you're getting them anyway because you're watching me DM and procedurally generate, apart from this, which I didn't really. I come up with this an hour before we started the stream. But here's what you do. You open a portal and at the end, when they kill the thing, the portal, they can attempt to close the portal on an Arcana check with the DC being 20 or 30 or really, really high. Borderline impossible for them to do at whatever level they are. And then if they fail, more things come out of it, but the DC to close it goes down. They defeat the creatures and then it's a 15. And then they do it again. If they fail again, more creatures come out. They have to defeat those and then the DC goes down again. So it means that maximum of 4 rounds would happen. But also feels like you're doing something to actively close the rift. You're welcome. I thought it was a cool thing, and I'm implementing it right here instead of using it on side quest. But I will also use it on side quest on Tuesday because they're all gonna die. Free DM tips. You're welcome. I thought it was that's a cool way to do it now. That way you can limit. It feels like some additional thing is happening, but you also limit how long it can possibly go on for. It means that no matter, the 4th attempt of it will always be a DC of 0. So no matter who you are, you could do it. You could be Mythomatic, dude. Can you repeat that and clip it and put it on TikTok? So angry all the time, by the way. Mythomatic is an anger demon. All right, guess what you get to fight now, by the way. Gotta pull him in. Gotta pull him in. You're gonna enjoy this. Oh, you're gonna enjoy this, alright. My friends. Straight up depression comes through the rift. The rift continues to lie open. And it pulses and widens a little bit. The unstable magic and strain of this rift on the plane of travel widening again. And from the dark and sort of purple rip in reality, 2 more creatures uncoil forward. Slick, serpentine bodies fall out and then begin to writhe across the sand. Each of these snake-like creatures have snapping beaks of their own, surrounded by smaller grasping tentacles, horrible skin gleaming like wet stone. The shoreline and the rocks and the sand kind of you lose them in it for a moment as they slither out. These eyeless creatures slither forward silently. You now face 2 Gricks. What the fuck is a Grick, bro? It's like a baby Grell. It's basically a baby Grell. Actually, one of them's going to come out here. Let's roll some initiatives for meine Gricks. Das ist meine Grick. The Gricks enter the combat. Lyri's turn. Immediately. What does Lyri do? The choice is yours. Now you do have 2 quad advantages if you were to do something that required a roll. Gricks. I don't think I've ever used a Grick, unless anyone knows whether I have or not. Might be the first time I've ever used a Grick in a D&D game. They ain't got it like a delicious, wonderful, perfect Grell. Attack with a longbow. They have decided to do. Alright. Bear in mind, Snotflap and Lancelot can use the crystal. It doesn't have to be Lyri if you wanted to. Alright, which Grick are you attacking? There's Grick and there's Rick. The Grick on the left next to Lancelot is Rick. The Grick on the right is Grick. Grick or Rick? Type it in the chat. You can type Grick or you can type right for the Grick on the right. You can type Rick or left for the Grick on the left. Grick. Alright, make me an attack roll. You have quad vantage, so we'll take all 4 numbers. The highest one is what we will take here. How do you play? Here it is. Attacking this Grick here. And you have a plus... +7 to hit. That sound right? The highest of 4 rolls. You have a quad vantage being consumed here. And we take the highest of 4 rolls. I don't know where we're at. I'm really hoping Shadow is keeping track. As these little snake beak grells come slithering out. Alien, aberrant creatures. One more to go. 11, 1, and 10 rolled so far. And then an 8. So the 11 being the highest, making that an 18. It's a hit. It's a hit. The arrow flies true. Launching across the sand. The little Grick falling out and slithering forwards is struck. Leary deals 6 damage to the Grick. The lowest you can roll is 6. That was a 1 from me on that roll. What is this? It looks like a joint. I don't know what symbol that is. What's that one? Oh, climbing potion. Oh, it's a little vial. All right. Is that the end of your turn? You want to run forward? You want to run backwards? You want to stay where you are? Any of the mad suggestions from the chat room? I won't put it to a vote. Stay, stay, stay now, baby, if you've got to go away. I won't say that you've got to stay. I don't know the words. I won't just stay another day. All right, Rick's turn. Rick, I think, will automatically be enticed to the closest creature, Lancelot. So, let's see what Grix can do. What can Grix do? They have a multi-attack action, 1 beak attack and 1 tentacles attack, much like their terrifying cousin, the Grell. An attack, a miss on a 17. Lancelot's AC is 18 on the beak attack. Let's see if the tentacles can do any better. Ooh, 19. The tentacles whip out. Grappling Lancelot, I think. Wait, how does this work? What have we got here? If the target is a medium or smaller creature, it has the grappled condition. 4 tentacles. Strike out at Lancelot. He also takes some damage. He's going to take 4 damage. And he is grappled. So grappled means he can't move unless the 2024 rules have changed. I can't remember. I need a good website that just lists them nice and easily for me. He's stuck. He's stuck there. All right, Snot Flap. Which one will Snot Flap attack? I'll roll a 1d2. Left is Rick, right is Grick. A 1. I'm going to attack Rick. The Warp Strike Dagger. It's a hit. Snot Flap dealing 6 damage to Rick. Warping in, striking it, and warping out. Let's see if Rick can successfully make that DC 12 Dex save. Wow, natural 1 failure, so it takes an extra 1d4 of damage. 4 damage to Rick. Okay. Snot Flap.
Oh shit! Is that a snake? Oh, Larry, look! Snakes!
Leary already firing an arrow. Yes, I see the snakes. Lancelot. crushing him in his armor as the Grick takes hold. The other Grick's turn now. How far can a Grick move? "30 feet. Can it get over here? Oh, it can. It can get to either of. Okay. Let's roll a d2. 1 is Leary. 2 is Snotflap. Snotflap. The Grick is going to go ahead and rush for Snotflap.
I don't really like snakes very much.
Here it comes. A beak attack. A 4 misses. A tentacles attack. A 2 misses.
Get this fucking thing away from me. Shit.
Lancelot's turn. You have the option to attack, taunt, or escape the grapple. Disadvantage on attacks, right? I only know it from... When grappled, you now have disadvantage against all other targets other than the grappler. Okay, so you can attack the grappler. Attack, attack, escape, attack, escape, attack, escape, attack, escape. Alright. Let's put it to a vote. I'm going to do it in the Twitch chat room, because then I don't lose all of my Leary ones. New poll. Lancelot. Escape. Attack. Taunt. Got 1 minute. In the Twitch chat. I think that's a better way of doing small ones, just because otherwise it's really annoying rewriting out everything that Leary can do. I don't mind doing it if it's worth it, but for something with 3 options, I can do it this way. Okay. Attack is the plan. Attack Rick. Lancelot pulls out Arendite and swings. A 14 is going to hit. And he is going to deal 8 damage. Nice. Grappled, he begins, I think just begins sawing one of the tentacles. Says the Crick. Leary's turn. And the choice, once again, is yours. Any other creative options in the chat room? You have a couple of seconds to type them now. What would you like to do? You don't have disadvantage on grapple. Apparently. As long as you're attacking the grappler. Gives you disadvantage against everyone else. What would you like to do? The stun crystal goes off as Lyri places their hands upon the crystal and activates the magic within. The Gricks now need to make some intelligence saving throws. Let's do Grick first and then Rick. Now Gricks have a -4 to their intelligence saving throw. Is it an int save throw? No, it's not int, is it? What did I say it was? It's wisdom. Fuck. It's Lancelot that does the other one. Yeah, it's wisdom. Boo. Boo. They have a +2 to this. Who's this? Shadow. Shadow wants to pick her. Shadow's just fucking. He's over this shit, dude. He's over this shit, dude. You can tell Shadow's sitting there vibrating, getting so pissed off. He's like, this is Shadow.
Assuming direct control.
Alright, Grick first. Thank you, Shadow. With its whiz save, has to beat a 12, which it does. The Grick is not stunned. Now it's time for Rick. A 10 for Rick. So Rick becomes stunned, which I assume ends the grapple. I think it does end the grapple. That makes sense to me. Rick is hit by the... It kind of just falls limp to the ground, its tentacles unwrapping off of Lancelot as he shrugs free. The Grick, which is currently accosting Snotflap, remains unstunned. Rick is stunned. The stunning thing ends at the end of its next turn. So it basically skips a turn, but it isn't stunned for the attacks coming in. It unstuns now. Snotflap's turn. Now, Snotflap obviously is going to attack the one next to it.
Fuck this little snake.
An attack coming in from Snotflap. Oof, low roll. Damn, an 11, he misses.
Shit.
Stumbling backwards, he throws the dagger at the ground. The Grick, kind of just like a snake, serpentines across the sand and rocks, and the warp strike dagger clatters to one side. What does Snotflap do here? Because he can't escape now, can he? Well, he can, but he can't. Can he reclaim the thing? I don't think he can. I think he needs to move. You know what? I think he probably could move around here. Why can't he move very far? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? There's no effects. Why does it have a movement of 5 feet? Oh, because I haven't put it in. Yeah, I think he grabs that and then just ports 30 feet away. Where is 30 feet away from this thing? Over there. Grick's turn. Alright, let's see if it gives chase for Snotflap or it goes after Lyri, who is sending out big magical pulses. 1 is Lyri, 2 is Snotflap. 2, it chases after Snotflap. His little horrible serpentine body shifting, and as soon as Snotflap kind of ports away, misty steps,
Shut up, fucking hunt.
the thing launches at him again, and it is going to attempt to attack Snotflap once again with a beak attack. A miss on a 10, and then a tentacle attack. 12. 16 hits, dealing 11 damage, immediately bloodying Snotflap. And then Snotflap needs to make a grapple check. I mean, he can kind of just misty step out of it, but we'll do it anyway. Which is a DC 12 check on that. Wow, he just immediately just tentacles wrapping around Snotflap, the beak rushing up and snapping at him, the tentacles crushing him.
Ah, shit, ah. Help me, Larry. Help, he's gonna eat me. I don't want to die to snakes. I'd rather drown.
Injured. Snotflap only has 22 HP, I think, so it does half his damage in one strike there. It is Lancelot's turn. Lancelot can attack, taunt, attack or taunt. So you don't have control of Snotflap, by the way, because he's chaotic. This is kind of how I'm judging this. I'm fully controlling him because he's neutral evil, but he's evil. Lancelot, however, is let's put it in here. He's lawful good, you know. While he might be a villain in certain timelines and potentialities, he is lawful. So I give you a better command over him. But Snotflap's kind of like that he has that Charizard effect. I'm gonna make him chaotic evil, I think. I think he's more chaotic evil, isn't he? He does shit like jumps at the fucking devil and tries to kill him. Taunt. Alright, which one? Rick or Grick? You can taunt Rick, the one next to you, or you can taunt Grick. You can taunt stuff within 60 feet of you. Rick is the one next to Lancelot. Grick is the one next to Snotflap. Grick. Okay. How does taunt work again? It is an intelligence, a DC 12 intelligence saving throw from the Grick. And he has a -4 to this roll. Lancelot pulls another flare out and starts trying to get the attention of the Grick. However, the Grick just makes it. Grappled with Snotflap, it's just not aware of Lancelot. It can hear technically, so this is technically a verbal taunt. So as long as a creature can hear Lancelot, it doesn't need to understand what he's saying. It's a verbal thing, which I did write, I think, in the original version of this. Did I write it here? Yeah, I didn't. Okay. Let me put this in here because it's important. As an action, you can verbally compel a creature within 60 feet. As long as the creature can hear Lancelot, the target must succeed on a blah 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 blah. So that's how I'm ruling that one. So it's an auditory thing. Okay, Lancelot has that punchable face. You think he has a punchable face? Bear in mind, this is villainous Lancelot from non-canon with his red eyes and beautiful long hair. He just had to be an anime character, in my opinion, based on the events of his inception. Okay, so the Grick is not taunted, I'm afraid. I'm sorry, it had a -4 to that and still made it save. It is up to you guys now as Lyri. What do you want to do? The choice is yours. I thought this would be an interesting fight because obviously you're going to want at least one of the main reasons I gave you all 3 companions is so that one person can pretty much spam the stun crystal, right? Otherwise this would be impossible for you to win. A Grell is CR3, Grick's a CR2, which means this is a harder fight than one Grell. It's way too difficult for a party of this level. at the moment, Lancelot and Snotflap are not equivalent to a level 4 character like Lyri is. They're pretty good. But yeah, I wondered how you would go about it. Whether you would have Lyri be the one using the crystal, Lancelot taunting, and then Snotflap doing the damage, which is what you're doing, or whether you took a different approach. You know, you could have put Lancelot on the crystal and had him taunt over to them, or you could have put Snotflap on the crystal and then been able to have Lyri be the DPS, damage dealer. So it's an interesting, I thought it would be an interesting fight for you guys to determine tactics. You know, you ran Lyri straight over to it without question. Off goes the stun crystal again as Lyri interacts with it. Let's make our whiz saves. Gotta beat a 12. First one for Rick the Grick. Wow, rolls a 20. Dirty 20. He is not stunned. Now for Grick the Grick. 13, also not stunned. Practically skipped a turn there. Rick's turn. Rick the Grick. Do we have a second action? No. Time to attack. Lancelot in with the beaks. 14 is a miss against Lancelot. Some more tentacles. Gonna miss as well on a 2. Snotflap, same thing, I think. Attempts to attack the Grick. 15 bucks from Penny. You don't have an action surge. I did say at the beginning. Lyri hasn't rested since Hell. Snotflap rested. Lancelot obviously was fully rested because he's fresh from being resummoned. But Lyri did not get a rest. So you're going in. You went into this with basically everything except for an action surge. Snotflap attacking with the dagger against the Grick. Natural 1. Roll me a d20, chat. Natural 1. Oof. You've been oofed. Thanks for the 15 bucks, Penny. You should have spent that on some Valyrian root or some fucking black market propranolol. You fool. That's what I'll be spending it on. I won't. I'll be spending it on rent, which honestly, to be fair, is basically as anxiety reducing for me as propranolol. Knowing that I can pay rent, you know what I mean? Oh, I can make rent next month? Okay. I can do it one more month. What'd you get? A 14? Broken belt or strap. Something essential snaps like a belt or a backpack strap. You're distracted and items may fall to the ground. Well, Snotflap has no items, does he? He has a dagger, which is already on the ground. So, you lucked out. Nothing major happens to Snotflap. Snotflap is going to, however, port away another 30 feet. I guess as far as he can go, which is up here next to Lyri. Immediately.
Hey, get that fucking thing away from me. What the fuck are you even doing over here anyway? What is this thing?
He starts hitting it. He starts hitting the fucking thing. Stop touching it, Snotflap. You don't understand what you're doing.
Okay, shit. Fuck, where's the snake anyway?
The snake. 1d2. 1 being Snotflap, 2 being Lyri. Lyri rushes over to, I think it's going to go here actually, between the two of them, just to make it awkward and annoying. But it is going to target Lyri with its attacks. The beak attack first versus Lyri's AC of, I don't know what Lyri's AC is, but it isn't. It's 20. Lyri's AC is 20? Damn. And this thing rolled at 22. Shit, boy. So you will take 9 damage as this fucking thing slithers across the ground and bites the back of Lyri's leg. Oh, that's true. You do actually not have a shield equipped right now. Where is the shield? Here. Unequip that. So it's 16 your AC. Just in time for a tentacle attack. From the Grick. A 17. Lucky that AC came down, huh? Thanks, Weather Raccoon. Welcome back, my friend. Tentacles whipping out and wrapping around Lyri's legs and waist. As you take an additional 5 damage, bloodied. And and you are grappled by the Grick. Lancelot's turn. Taunt or attack? For Lancelot. What is your command, my liege?
Alright.
Cries Lancelot to the player at the PlayStation 2. This is a PlayStation 2 game, by the way. PlayStation 2 exclusive. Attack, attack, taunt, taunt. Alright, I'll put it to a vote in the chat again. Or not. Why can't I activate another poll? Here we go. There you go. In the Twitch chat room this time, Lancelot, attack or taunt? The choice is yours. The choice falls once again to the children of the chat room to decide the fate. Which do you choose? I got some gluten-free bread that I'm going to try. I don't think gluten is my problem, but I'm going to run some tests. I still don't believe in gluten-free being a thing. But if it is, that's hilarious, and I deserve to be gluten intolerant. I feel like gluten intolerance is lots of diarrhea, right? Ugh, I'm so glad I don't have diarrhea with whatever is wrong with me, thank God. Alright, you're going to taunt Rick or Grick? You're taunting the one that's attacking Lyri and Snotflap. Both Lyri and Snotflap are injured, they're bloodied. Bloodied means you're under half of your maximum HP. Would you like to taunt Grick or Rick? The choice is yours. Grick, Grick. Gluten intolerance for me is more indigestion and vomit. I have no vomit. I have indigestion sometimes. I'm going to run some tests this week. Is there gluten in Bud Light in the UK? I did get a bit of a stomachache last night and I did wonder. I was like, huh. But I've been fine with other beers, so it doesn't make sense. I think it was just completely random. That's the other thing, when you're trying to figure out what's wrong with you, and like a random stomachache that would have happened anyway happens, and you're like, oh, it must be a clue, and it's not a clue. It's a red herring. It's fucking annoying. Alright, taunting Grick, who must make an intelligence saving throw. -4 to this roll. A 7. Grick is taunted. Lancelot shouting and waving and drawing attention to himself, while the other Grick is sort of jumping up at him and scratching his armor and stuff. Manages to distract this Grick. While it has Leary grappled, it will have disadvantage on attack rolls against anything other than Lancelot. Until the end of Lancelot's next turn. Right? The start of Lancelot's next turn. It's Leary's turn. That's you. What does Leary do? Feeling tired after eating gluten could be a thing. I don't think I get that. IBS, inflammation, developing lactose intolerance. But just so desperately trying to diagnose me. Yes, Bud Light contains gluten. It's made with barley, a grain that naturally contains gluten, while the brewing process may reduce the gluten content. It is not considered gluten-free and safe for those following a gluten-free diet. What about... Yeah, but that's other beers are made with barley, though. I had beer Wednesday and had no problem, so... Doesn't make sense. Is there gluten in butter? Dairy butter. You know what would be nice is I find out I'm not dairy intolerant and I am in fact gluten whatever, and I can have dairy back so I can buy ice cream. You would like to attack with the rapier. Now this involves dropping the longsword, the longbow, right? And pulling out the rapier, which you can do, but you can't equip the shield. Is that right? Can you equip sword and board straight from longbow without an action? How does that work? You can certainly attack the creature. Roll me a d20. Exclamation point, roll d20 in the chat room. You have a plus... What? You have a plus 6 to the roll. What's the action? What's the action economy on switching from longbow to rapier and shield? You still have a quad. You have quad vantage, the highest of the next 4. Did switching weapons consume an action? That's what I'm asking someone in chat, but no one's answered yet. It's Abbott. Thank you for the 61 month, my friend. My doorbell just ring? It did ring. There's no one there. I think they changed the rules for 2024. Okay, well, we'll never know, I guess. I'll let you do it. Just this once. I will allow it. Four rolls, highest of 4 rolls. Can you get a 20 with all those quad vantages? Thank you for the subs today. 8 more and we'll spin the wheel. Remember now, you can pick a prize with tips. At $100, you can just straight up pick anything off of the wheel and have it happen immediately. You're welcome. More ways to give me money. But also, I think, honestly, it will be better for those clutch moments. You know? No? No one cares. Okay. Hello, bro. Yeah. Shut the fuck up. Look, you need to roll quicker. Alright? Because you've got quad advantage and it's just... It takes a long time to get 4 rolls out. What else am I going to fill the time with, huh? What do you want me to tell you my entire opinion on Star Wars Rebels? A 15. That's a hit. Congratulations. You deal damage. It's not a crit though, is it? You still going? That was 4, wasn't it? They don't know how to stop. That was 4. Yeah, you can stop rolling now. Here's the damage. 6 damage to the Grick. Oh, good. It's not looking good. Neither Grick bloodied. Didn't think. Nope. 2 of your party bloodied. It's not looking good, boss. Do you want to stay there? Do you want to run away? You can't. You're grappled. That's it. It's over for you. Oh, you can second wind. You want to heal? Yes or no in the chat. That's right. You have a bonus action. You can use second wind. You got 3 of those left. Yes, they scream. All right, so that is a D10 plus 4, right? 5 HP recovered. You're unbloodied as Rick begins an attack on Lancelot. Rick attacks on. 13 is a miss. Tentacles coming in. Natty 20 on Lancelot. Oof! Lancelot distracted by the Grick that is rushing at Lyri and Snopflap, seeing them both under attack, barely winning them back again before it seems like they're on death's door. Lancelot having flashbacks of the previous time they were on a beach. Distracted as Rick, the Grick, strikes out, grappling Lancelot and dealing, oh, not that amount of damage. This amount of damage. Oh, 14. 14 damage. Lancelot also bloodied. It's not looking good, boss. Snopflap's turn. Snopflap will attack the Grick. Grick the Grick. With the warp strike dagger. He hits. He deals 8 damage. Grick makes a dex save. A fail takes an extra D4 of damage. D4 damager. 3. Extra damage. Not looking good, boss. You're gonna have to do a lot more damage to these Gricks. Snopflap is going to fucking port back over here, I think. Immediately. The Grick grappled with Lyri will attempt to attack Lyri, but with a disadvantage on the attack roll because it is distracted by Lancelot. Disadvantage for the beak attack. Now we need to know the rules. Can you don a shield? Where's all these people that love to tell me the rules I already know but don't know how to tell me the rules I don't know? 24. In 2024, drawing a weapon is a free action. Shields are not weapons, so don't work with the attack action draw stow rules. Right, what are those rules? You get 1 free object interaction, which you could use to equip or unequip a shield. You also, when making an attack as part... Okay, so it's object interaction, which is what you're doing with the stun thing, I guess. You can't unequip and then re-equip. Okay. So you don't have a shield equipped, is what that means right now. Until your turn. Because you used your turn to equip the sword. Oh wait, no, you used your turn to equip a sword as the attack stow action. As a free action. So a shield, I would say you were able to equip. Because you would have been able to use the object interaction to equip the shield. So I think you do have the shield on, bringing you up to a 20. You're fucking welcome. By the way, also, look how quickly I found the information and look how slow you guys are at doing it. That is unbelievable. That is unbelievable how good I am at fucking just Googling what I want. I just don't want to be the one that does it. You guys probably think I can't Google stuff like you can. I'm just not doing it because you're sat around doing niche and I'm busy running the whole thing. Alright? I'm so good at stuff. It's absolutely astonishing. Alright, here comes some tentacles. And frankly, you deserve to die after this disgrace. Disadvantage on the roll. Ooh, it would have hit you. That was a 19. No, it was an 11. We're fine. Okay, so yeah, the Grick is just flailing and missing Lyri. Lancelot is grappled. The taunt ends. I will give you another thing in the Twitch chat to determine what you want to do with Lancelot. So you can attack, you can escape, or you can taunt again. Twitch chat poll up. What do you want to do? Attack Rick the Grick. Escape from Rick the Grick's grip. Or taunt one of the Gricks. The choice falls to you once again. The witch working hard within the hut to close the planar rift that has opened while you deal with the creatures that come spilling in to the material plane. You are choosing to attack Rick the Grick. Okay, here we go. A strike with Arundite. A 13 is a hit. Some damage coming down. 11 damage, nice. Bloodied it. Parts of one of the Grick's tentacles sliced off. He's not used his Divine Smite. Forgot that he even had it, to be honest. Remind me next time. How many uses of this does he have? 1. The target takes an extra 2d8 radiant damage from the attack. You want to use it on this one? I'll let you do it retroactively. It's up to you. Just type yes or no in the chat. Insta Rage says, God damn it, motherfuckers. I want to spin that wheel, motherfucker. Thank you, my friend. I'll let you use it on this one. Okay, an extra 2d8 damage coming down on Rick the Grick. 9. Lancelot. As he slices through, you see the blade of Arendite heat up with divine energy, being pulled from not even this plane, from not this world, but from a multiversal version of Camelot. This magic runs through the blade and burns Rick the Grick, dealing an extra 9 radiant damage to the Grick. Insta Rage, thanks for the cash. What is that? 3 more and we spin the wheel. Very good. Okay, Rick the Grick looking a little fucked up. Grick the Grick less so. Bringing us round to Lyri's turn. What does Lyri do? The vote is on the screen. The choice is yours. Would you like to strike out with the rapier? Or perhaps you would like to summon Diablos? Or perhaps you would like to use the stun crystal? Madness, screams Omega. A strike with the rapier. Do you have another quad vantage? No, you don't, right? That was the third one. You had 3. So just roll me an attack roll. Exclamation point roll d20 in the chat room to attack the Grick. You have a +6 to the roll. A brutal set of fights. Damn, Qmagi says, you motherfucker. Qmagi came flying in the casino door and says, you motherfucker. Spin that motherfucking wheel, bitch. It's a casino on Sundays. It's like, imagine a casino, but there is just a fucking sick game of D&D happening. That's what this is, isn't it? I'm running D&D at a casino. Which, by the way, is dope as shit. Fuck yeah, it is cool. It's dope as shit and it's cool and you know it. Alright, we'll spin the wheel after this. We'll resolve this roll first. We'll take the second roll. Exclamation point, roll d20. We'll add a 6 to it. The Grick's AC is 14. Ooh! Makes it, breaks it. You deal the damage to the Grick, dealing 9 damage to the Grick, both bloodied now. Both Gricks bloodied. As Lyri deals the damage there. You can use a bonus action to... Here you go. I'll give you another vote in the Twitch chat, I think. You've got a couple options. Bonus action. Heal. The second wind. Offhand attack. Dagger. You got 1 minute. You got 1 minute to vote on that while I spin this wheel. While I spin this wheel, boy. Thanks for the gifts of Shadow. My son. My boy. You get an instant potion. You get the first random potion that I generate on this completely weird website. You have resistance to necrotic damage for 1d4 hours. You already have resistance to it, so you have a full immunity to necrotic damage temporarily. for the next 4 hours. Don't let me forget that, because I will. I'll write it down. Resistance to necrotic. 4 hours. Let's hope something that deals necrotic damage comes through the rift. You would like to heal, which is another 1d10 plus 4 healing. Nice roll from the boy. Plus 12. Looking pretty good now. There he does the Matrix Neo steal yourself maneuver. Okay, Rick the Grick will now go in an attempt to strike at Lancelot. Wow, he hits on a 20. Some damage coming in on Lancelot here. Ooh, not looking good, pal. Lancelot is on 1 HP, 2 HP. What's the rules on an already grappled creature? I don't have any advantage or something, do I? No. Here we go, though. Another attack coming in from the Grick. Wow, misses. Lancelot on 2 HP, being ripped to shreds as this Grick worms its way in through parts of the plate armor and starts crushing at Lancelot's limbs, the beak snapping and biting at his face and neck. Lancelot is fucked up. It is Snotflap's turn. Does Snotflap give a fuck about Lancelot? No. Does Snotflap give a fuck about Lyri? Yeah. Snotflap is not going to attack Grick. I mean, he's not going to attack Rick. He's going to attack Grick. Snotflap hates the one that's been attacking him, and he's evil. Here comes the attack. A miss.
Shit! Hey, Larry, throw that back to me. I'm not coming to get it.
Snotflap staying right there. Grick's turn. Now going to attempt to strike at Lyri. A beak attack. 13 is a miss. A tentacles attack. A 17 is a miss. Lancelot's turn. Lancelot cannot heal himself with the staff because he no longer has the staff. Which reminds me, I needed to give him something in replace of it, but doesn't currently have it. It's whatever the item is inside the witch's hut. Welcome to D&D, motherfuckers.
Welcome to hell, motherfucker!
The balance update. Remember, this is season 2. There was a balance update. You should have read the patch notes. Clearly you didn't. That's on you, not me. He left his phone inside. What do you want him to do? Attack, escape, or taunt? The poll is up in the Twitch chat. God, why have I never utilized the Twitch chat poll before? I'm such a dumbo bumbo. It's so much easier. Anything that streamlines this, particularly combat. to be attack, isn't it? Alright, here we go. Lancelot. You have no more divine smites. I think you have one of them. I'll double check the roll 20. A 16, he hits, dealing damage. 5 damage. Not enough to kill it. 5 damage from Lancelot. Back round to Lyri's turn. What does Lyri do? The choice is yours. Ooh. Boys, if we hit that $100 mark, I'll do something extra special for you at the end here. I've got some... I was just given some homework that I, quite frankly, don't want to do. And I think you would love doing. Don't you think? Whack Steven. Whack Steven doesn't give a shit about anything, dude. Whack Steven doesn't give a shit about anything, dude. That guy is so... He's like a surfer. He's like a surfer, that dude. But only if we hit the $100 mark. I'm not fucking... Nothing for free, not in this game. Stun crystal goes off. The Gricks must make a wisdom saving throw. They've got to beat a 12. First of all, Grick. An 11 fails. He's stunned. And now Rick. 12 makes it. Rick makes it. Grick is stunned. The bottom Grick is stunned. Offhand attack. You don't want to heal one, do you? You want to do an offhand attack with the dagger. Start rolling. Lyri places a hand on the crystal and swipes wildly at the Grick. Make me an attack roll. You have a plus bone dagger, offhand attack. Plus 6 to hit. Take the second roll. The AC of a Grick is 14.
Yes, the Greek.
A natural 1 from Shadow. He's failed you. He's supposed to be your captain, your commander, leading you through the fray, and he has failed you miserably. Roll me another d20. We'll take the first one, the first number rolled. For however, somehow you critically fail and fumble. Keep rolling. We'll take the first number that comes up to determine what your failure is this time. Shadow the Rat God. He's not going to be able to sleep tonight on that one. This could be devastating. A 12. You accidentally step forward or backward and move 5 foot in a random direction. If this puts you in danger, roll a dex save to avoid falling. It doesn't. You're no longer grappled. You do stumble backwards. But it doesn't do anything to put you in danger. You're lucky. Nothing happens. You're lucky that nothing happens. Okay, no damage. Rick. Can Rick kill Lancelot? Rick the Grick. The beak. Slashing and biting. I think this is it. I think this is it. Bites through Lancelot's neck. Lancelot on death saving throws. As the Grick rushes up his body and falling to the ground, Lyric shouts out. Snopflap.
Oh, yes, that's from me, but the knife. Oh, shit.
I'm gonna roll D20. If Snopflap rolls under a 10, he is not getting involved. A 4.
I can throw the knife.
Grick's turn. Going to attempt to... Oh no, the Grick is stunned. Lancelot. Death save for Lancelot. He doesn't have a real sheet, so I just have to roll him a d20. A death save for Lancelot. 1 fail. He gets 3 fails. He is dead. Which basically means when it gets to Rick's turn, because Rick is going to eat him. It's Lyri's turn. You have this turn to do something to potentially save Lancelot. What would you like to do? Lancelot will die on the next turn. Unless you do something here. And it will be true dare. It will be the true dare. What do you want to do? Ew, they're caught. Use the scroll. Unlimited blade works. Or rush over and use healing hands on Lancelot. The choice is healing hands. Dashing across the beach, summoning up the minuscule but very present amount of celestial energy into their hands. Lyri places their palms on Lancelot. Lancelot awakens as he heals for, what is it? It's just straight up 4, isn't it? Isn't it just 4 HP that you do here with this thing? Yep. HP equal to your level. Lancelot gains 4 HP. Rick the Grick is still going to attempt to attack him. Lancelot is prone, so the Grick has advantage on this attack roll, I'm afraid. Dealing a grand total of 8 damage. Lancelot immediately goes back down again. A tentacles attack. Well, he's just unconscious. This is just... He's still making an attack roll? Yeah. With advantage, and it's a crit, right? Misses. Right? Okay, Lancelot, unconscious, once again. On death saves. But basically you reset it. Snotflap says,
Nothing ain't moving.
ports over, grabs his knife, and attacks the Grick. Disadvantage. Lucky he did. Dealing 9 damage to the Grick, and then running away. Back over there on his legs. He can't port again. Grick comes to a D2 here. 1 is Snotflap, 2 is Leary. Who this Grick goes after. Suddenly caught catching the Grick's eye as Snotflap running away. The Grick attempts to strike at Snotflap again. Biting first. Ooh, an 8. He misses Snotflap. The tentacles launch out. A 12. He misses.
Shit, fuck, get away from me, you little shit. I hate snakes.
Lancelot. Death saving throw. One make. Leary's turn. What does Leary do? I'll give you a second to come up with some creative options if you want. Lancelot currently unconscious on the ground next to you. Rick the Grick looking pretty injured. Both Gricks are pretty injured. Your use of healing hands is done. You get 1 of those a day. What do you do? You have a potion of healing. Yeah, which is there. That's right. You do have a potion of healing in your backpack. Alright. There's your votes. You can attack the Grick to try to stop it from continuing to assault Lancelot, or you can give him a potion of healing. Bring him back up. He's still, like, the Grick is on him. It's like a face hugger. It's like, it's all around him. It's crushing him and biting him. The Grick is not suddenly distracted by you arriving. It's just an animal that's eating Lancelot right now and crushing him like a python. Okay, you're going potion of healing. Landing and sliding down next to Lancelot. You feed him. What is it? 2d4 plus 4. Potion of healing. He heals for 11. HP. If you move here, you can attack the Rick. Attack the Rick. Give me an attack roll. You have a +6 to hit with the knife. You actually could have done it last turn as well. So, could you have done it last turn? Yeah. I'll allow it. You can attack twice. We'll take both numbers. A 14 plus 6 is a hit. Keep going. You can have another attack. 7 damage dealt to him. And then a 10 is a hit as well. Let's see if you can kill it. Another 7. You kill it. Feeding the potion to Lancelot with one hand and then bringing the bone dagger down through the top of the Grick's head, crushing it into the sand. One Grick down. Rick is dead. Snotflap will now attempt to attack the other one. He's going to miss. And then he's going to port away. As far as he can fucking go. There. Onto the dead Grick. It is now Grick's turn. A D3 depends on which one he goes for. This is either going to be 1 Leary, 2 Lancelot, 3 Snotflap. 2 Lancelot. He's going for fucking Lancelot. It rushes towards Lancelot and attempts to attack him. He is prone, so he has advantage. The beak snapping out at Lancelot as he scrambles backwards. A miss. The tentacles attempting to wrap themselves around him. A 14 is a miss. It's Lancelot's turn. He stands up. He's going to attack it, right? The bloodlust. He gets a fucking nat 20. He's going to deal 15 damage. He kills it. He stands up. He's fucked up. His armor's all bent in places. His body's all... He's got broken ribs and shit. Blood running down his face. A horrible wound on his neck. Stands up. Brings the enormous sword up. This Grick gets bifurcated. The second Grick is destroyed at the end of Lancelot's turn. The witch will now roll an Arcana check, DC 15, to try and close the portal. Fails. The rift flares wider. The edges rippling. It's like torn flesh now, with a small storm gathering around it. The air next to this thing, as the 3 of our heroes stand directly next to the planar rift, the air growing thick. There is a sense of brine and decay and flame as all of the different planes coalesce around this thing. Whips up the sea, frothing up sand around it. It grows larger. Something massive now presses itself against the boundary of this thing and begins to force its way through. A chitinous body, sort of gleaming with green slime and now sea spray, claws clicking open and shutting with sort of mechanical menace. These translucent looking feelers are twitching beneath an armored looking face. It is tasting the air and tasting the presence of prey just outside of this portal. Many limbs dig themselves into the sand as it drags itself forward and free. Seawater, planar muck, pooling around this thing. Dead eyes sense the 3 of our protagonists. There's no rage. There is just this horrible, aberrant purpose. The rift behind it. That's where we're going to end today's session. As you prepare to face against the next creature. Round 3. Round 3. We'll begin. Next week. This is going to be brutal, by the way. Guess you don't get to help Brad decide on his character. Yeah, I guess not. I guess not. If you had reached the $100 tip amount, I was going to let you pick the character I play in Whack's upcoming show. Guess you didn't want to win that prize, so it's all good. It's all good, but I would have let you pick it. It's all good, but don't worry about it. It's all good, but don't worry about it, I guess. I was going to leave it to you, my beloved children. Jules, thanks for the sub. Will this do anything? No. Did you ever wheel spin? I'll have a quick look. No. 35. How much were you away? 20 bucks, does that say? Or 10 bucks? 20 bucks away? Last order, I'll let you do it right now. Last order, 20 bucks. Or we're out of here. I'll give you until I finish drinking this sip of water. Alright, well, guys, thank you so much for watching the stream. Chicklet extending the water drink. It's fucking rigged. I've had 3 hours. You had 3 hours. Oh, he did it. He barely. It barely did it. All right. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. I won't be a bastard. First of all, you get to, we'll say, start of next week, you get to pick a prize. I'll let you do it at the beginning of next week so that we're in the session when you do it. Pick a prize. Added. If I think of it, I will give Lancelot his replacement for the Rod of Resurrection. You don't have the quad damages. You do have resistance to necrotic damage. I don't know if it's going to help. It's not a procedurally generated character. I have 2 characters that I posed to Whack. I made 2 characters, but they're fundamentally quite different. I'm not going to tell you everything about them. I'm going to give you the vibe. And you can pick the vibe. Yeah, Whack? Is that how shall I do it? Pick the vibe? If I give them too much information, they will definitely pick the one I think they will pick. There's one that I know that they will pick if I just give them the facts. So it has to be done in a different way. You must be treated like the animals you are. Pick Brad's next D&D character. And this is for Whack's upcoming Friday show that will be in a few weeks. It's a little while off yet. But he's doing the pre-production for it. So we need to get it finished. So the first character is, let's think of how we want it physically. Let's think of them physically. Sexy. Right? Moody. Dark. Not suave. Not suave. I would say psychopathic. And I would say warlock. A sexy, moody, dark, psychopathic warlock. The second one is drunk. Inelegant. Unlucky. Fun. Fighter. And these are the options. Well, this needs another one, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. Does it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, no. There you go. There's your options. This is legitimate, based exclusively on this. Is legitimately which character I will play. Either way, they will be wearing the shirt that just arrived through the door during this. The delivery I got was literally a shirt I bought for this upcoming show. What is the shirt? It's very similar to the one that I wear on Fridays for Don't Die, but it's black. That's what they'll be wearing either way. Democracy triumphing once again. Incredible. I'm gonna put this in here so that PB can see it later on. The upcoming D&D extravaganza, provided by Wax Steven. Alright, we done? You made your choices? Okay. The choice is made. Shall I tell them, Whack? No, I shouldn't, should I? We should wait. Let them see. We let them see. Time to play a drunk, inelegant, unlucky, fun fighter. I'm going to copy paste that into my character notes. A surprise is good. Is this the one you thought we would choose? If I had told you who both of these, if I'd have given you more information about these characters, you would have picked this one. I guarantee it. But the first option was the one that I was going to play. I made a character which was a moody warlock. And then I was like, oh, do you actually, Whack, do you think this would be better? And he went, I don't give a fucking shit about anything that you are saying or doing at any point. He said, if you were on fire, I wouldn't piss on you. And I said, okay. Hey, PB, do you think this would be better? And she said, I honestly, genuinely, and from the bottom of my heart, fucking hate you. Don't message me. I will be nice to you on stream when we're on cameras. If you speak to me outside of that time, I will put up a restraining order. And so then I went, oh shit. I don't know how to pick because I don't know which one fits the vibe or which one I think would be better to play. I don't know which one, I don't know which one, I don't know which one, I don't know which one. And I got executive dysfunction and I started freaking out. So you picked for me. Well done. I don't care, by the way. I was happy to play either of them, which is why I have extreme executive. When I hit a true 50-50 as well, I'm like, oh, fuck, I can't do this. So you've picked it. And I think you will enjoy. I think you'll enjoy this character. I think you will. Alright, well. See ya. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I hope you had fun today. I do very much enjoy it doing this, but it is hard work, so I appreciate that you come out and support it and give me money. Everybody that tipped or gave me a little sub today or a gift sub or something, I appreciate you. If you enjoyed playing and you didn't, that's fine too. It's all good. You don't have to pay to play. It's just that this is the only thing keeping me alive, and you know, if I don't know how else to make money for myself, so this is my only skill at this point, is being a DM. So it's very fun though. I genuinely really enjoy it, and it is worth it. So we'll carry on with the planar gauntlet next week, and reminder that tomorrow me and PB are playing a game together. we're going to be playing Unravel 2 for the next however long that game is. I have no idea. Let me have a look how long that game is actually. Unravel 2, how long to beat? Oh, we're going to do it in one stream. No, maybe two. We'll do it in 2 streams. And then we'll do another vote, I guess. So Unravel 2 tomorrow. The game will start, I think, at 3 UK time, which is 10 Eastern. Is that right? 11 Eastern? Yeah, no, I don't know. I can't do it. I'm tired. And if you like more D&D stuff, then why not check out Table Story? Table Story is where I run D&D games predominantly. Tuesdays we have Side Quest.
Side quest.
And tonight we have Vampire the Masquerade. Kind of on Table Story with a show called Deathless, which I'm looking forward to. I'm gonna go and make a lot of food and eat all of it before I pass out. I appreciate you watching the stream and supporting the stream. I hope you had a wonderful time, and I'll see you whenever I see you. More D&D next Sunday. Peace. Bye.